passionate, driven, enthusiastic, euphoric. This is who we are as entrepreneurs. But how we leverage these incredible attributes to dream and build businesses that scale and grow is what this podcast is all about. Hello, I'm attorneypreneur Josh Brown, and welcome to Franchise Euphoria. Hello, welcome back to another episode of Franchise Euphoria. Josh Brown here, and I'm excited to be back. It feels like forever since I have done a podcast, and it sort of has been. It's been probably a month and a half, which is just unheard of for me over the last 3+ years. I've done them weekly, bi-weekly, sometimes monthly, but never a month and a half or longer. And really, it's just been a byproduct of not just me being busy and my firm being busy, but my associate attorney, Stephanie, went out on maternity leave and had a beautiful baby girl named Kaylin. And I did not realize how much that would change my day-to-day practice while she was gone. So it's been sort of instructive. It's been a lot of lessons learned. And even before she left on maternity leave, I had put in place a lot of different processes. I'd put in place some systems, but I still did not adequately account for the work that would still need to get done, that would need to be filled in by other people or myself. So really this episode, want to sort of get my footing back into podcasting, since I haven't been doing it over the last month or so, and really get back to doing it on a bi-weekly basis, every other week, bringing a new episode to you, and feeling really excited as well. And really as a thank you to you all the listeners, had a tremendous story article that was written about my podcast and how it's helped my law practice, and was contacted by a reporter who had learned of the impact of the Franchise Euphoria podcast on my law practice, and came in, interviewed me, and I couldn't be happier for the article. Really spoke to the medium of podcasting, which is what I'm so proud of. I mean, it's just really excited because 3+ years ago when I started this podcast, I really didn't have any expectations. I mean, I really just wanted to put together a show and see what happened. I mean, I wanted to provide good, free, valuable information to my listeners. I didn't know who would listen, but wanted to provide that kind of information and value to the listeners. And I could have never imagined that it would have led to what it's led to. I mean, in the last 3+ years, I've picked up at least 22, in fact, more than that, new clients. But even more important than that, I've had countless number of people reach out to me and say, hey, really appreciate your show, really learned a lot, really was looking at a couple of different things in the franchise realm, and really happy that I stumbled across your show. And to anybody who has listened and has contacted me, reached out, left a review, whatever the case may be, I just want to tell you thank you, because really those mean a lot. I know sometimes when you're sitting there writing a review, and I've done many for other people, for other shows that I like, you're not sure if they see it or if it matters, but I'm here to tell you it really does matter. I mean, you sit here, and I'm sitting here right now at 6:00 at night recording this podcast alone in my office, and sometimes you wonder, gosh, does anybody care? But it's really, really awesome to get your feedback and for people to reach out. And so I would encourage you, if you're listening to this and you have questions about franchising, want to learn more about turning your business into a franchise, or you're buying a franchise and want to learn more about that process or what you're about to get yourself into, reach out to me, reach out to my firm, and just, would love to have a conversation with you. Has nothing to do with me working with you. It's just, I like to help people in this arena because I have seen a lot of people make mistakes, and I've also seen a lot of success stories too. So I think I have a pretty good sense of of certain things you can do to help give you and yourself a better chance of success. So sorry for this long monologue at the beginning, but I literally just wanted to start off this show today by saying thank you to everybody and letting people know why a new show has not been released over the last month and a half. But additionally, today I wanted to spend our time talking about something that relates to everything I just said, and that is the importance of systems, the importance of processes, the importance of an operations manual. I've talked extensively on this show on previous episodes about the importance of having the systems, having an operations manual, and I've interviewed a lot of people who speak about that. And yet one of the things I found through my own experiences, both when Stephanie was gone and continuously as I continue to try to create my own systems and tweak them and make them better, is that this is one of those things in business that it's not fun. It's not sexy. It's not like, I wake up in the morning or you wake up in the morning and say, oh, wow, I get to go create a operations manual. It's not that at all. But here's the deal. If you want to grow beyond a certain level, there's no way around it. So you can get away as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, by keeping everything in your head, by not really having set processes, by not really providing great direction, by not really engaging in great leadership and cultivating great people. For a little while, you can do that. You can grow to a certain level. And if that's all you want to grow to, then that's fine. But if you really want to take your business to the next level, if you really want to look at how you're going to build a business that's lasting, that has a lasting impact, and really fulfills your dreams, your aspirations, if you have those dreams and aspirations to grow and build, you simply have to have processes and systems. And the best way I've seen to implement those is through an operations manual, specifically through the various franchise operations manuals that I've been a part of. I've seen firsthand how that becomes the lifeblood of a business, of an entrepreneur. Several clients of mine that I've worked with who I've helped turn into a franchise, have come back to me months and months after and say, I'm really starting to get the hang of this and understand what it is you were saying about how important it is to have these things in place. And the thing about it is that, they'll say it's not that this thing doesn't evolve, that it's a living and breathing document, but you really have to, if you're going to grow your business, take a step outside of your business and figure out what are the keys to making this thing go. So I tell you all of this because for the next number of episodes, I'm really going to be honing in on the operations side of a business. And while for some of you that may put you to sleep, I will tell you this, it's absolutely necessary if you're gonna be successful. And my goal in doing this podcast and running my business is to help as many people as possible be successful in growing their business. And many times that's through the franchise model, through the licensing model, which of course I love, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just people who want to grow their business corporately. And that's fine too. But regardless, any way in which you want to grow your business, you're going to have a great operations manual. And the only way you get a great operations manual is by starting off with something, right? With some sort of foundation, some sort of documentation, and then you can tweak it and add to it and grow it. And frankly, what we'll talk about too in some of these upcoming episodes is how you yourself may not be the best person to put that together. A lot of this is getting a sense of what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are. And for somebody who is a true entrepreneur, sitting there and putting together a detailed operations manual, it's just not going to work. So you are going to, and we're going to talk about this in future episodes on how you can go about and what process you can undergo to get a great operations manual, even if you're not the person to do it. So anyways, just wanted to have this be a short episode, kind of foreshadow what we're going to be doing on the next several episodes to come, and let you know how we are going to do a deep dive into all aspects of operations manuals, not just why they're good for your business, because I think we've talked about that today, and I think it's fairly obvious, but specific steps into how you can implement that into your own business to help you get to the next level and grow your business to achieve the dreams that you have for yourself and for your business. Thank you all again for being, loyal listeners and tuning in and sticking with me despite me not having an episode for a month and a half. And again, if I would encourage all of you to reach out to me. I love engaging with my podcast listeners, and you can always reach me at josh@indiefranchiselaw.com. Until the next time, happy franchising.
Thanks for being with us today on the Franchise Euphoria podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to go to iTunes and provide a review. Also, please remember that although Josh Brown is a licensed and practicing attorney, nothing contained in this podcast should be construed as legal advice, because it is not. The information contained in this podcast is general and educational in nature, and none of it should be relied upon as legal advice. That being said, if you have questions for Josh and would like to contact him, please email him at josh@franchiseeuphoria.com. Thank you so much for listening, and we hope you tune in to our next weekly episode.